Okay friends, in this video we're going to see how present continuous is formed. So let's see. Present continuous. Okay, first you see continuous here. Continuous is really important. Continuous is to be plus ing. Okay, to be plus ing. Why I said to be? To be, as I told you in previous video, to be is am, is, are, was, were, be, been, being. Okay, so these are to be verbs, all of them. Am, is, are, we use them for present time. Okay, present time. Was, were, we use them for past time. And be is for, of course, be is the simple form of to be. Be in been is past participle form, or verb 3, let's say. Okay, past participle form of to be. And being is ing form. Okay, or we call it gerund form, ing or gerund form. So these are different types of to be. So here continuous, as I said, continuous means to be plus ing, because we have different forms of ing. Okay, one of them is adjective, one of them is noun, different forms. Here we're just talking about continuous form. Okay, in continuous form you always need ing. Continuous form, you always need ing, and before ing you always need to be. Don't forget. So when there is no to be, no ing. Okay, look at next page. Here I'm gonna make one example for you. For example, I say Sarah is in her car. She is going home. She's going home at the moment. She's going home at the moment. You see, I have to be and I have ing. Or I can say she is driving. She's driving home. Look, she is driving home. To be ing. Another example. I am writing now. And also here you can say now. Okay, I am writing now. Again, look, to be ing. As you see, when you have ing you have to be. Okay, so another thing about to be or ing about the continuous form is this. Another point, sorry. Continuous means activity. Okay, it's really important. Continuous means activity. Activity which is done at the moment. Okay, of course we have some exceptions. I will tell you, I will teach you all of them. Activity which is happening, we need continuous, we need ing form. So activity means ing. Activity means ing. But there are some activities that you're doing now. Okay, or let's say you're doing around now, for example, and they're not at that moment, but again you can use continuous form. I will tell you one by one. So here, be careful about that. Continuous means activity and activity means ing. Let's see the formula and then we continue. For the continuous form, we have this subject. Of course, for present continuous, okay, let me write it here. For present continuous, subject plus to be, and then we have verb, then we have ing. Okay, so here, which to be? What is the time? To be comes according to time. Look at the time. Time is present. Okay, so to be present are am, is, are. So to be am, is, are, then we have verb ing, and then we have the rest of the sentence, whatever. For example, I am teaching English now. I am teaching English now. You see? So I have to be, verb, main verb, and then I have ing and the rest of the sentence. Okay? So to be, and here main verb and ing. Okay? So here we see how we can just make the sentences in continuous form. Let's do some more examples. He is listening to music at the moment. He is listening to music at the moment. She is playing with her cat. She's playing with her cat. And it is, for example, it is raining. It is raining outside. It's raining outside. Take an umbrella or something like that. We are going to gym. We're going to gym now. Okay? So mostly, not always, but mostly you need some expressions of times, mostly. For example, when you say he's listening to music now, you need to say now here. But I don't write all of them because sometimes you can just, while you're speaking, you don't need to say any, you don't need to use any expressions of time, okay? For example, some of your friends or one of your friends asks you that, what is she doing? You say, listen to music. So he understands or she understands that you mean now at the moment. You don't need to repeat it always. But according to grammar formula, you need the expressions of time, okay? It means at the moment of speaking. And here they are sleeping. They are sleeping, you see? So now I want to show you how we use, how we make questions and negative. So if you remember in the previous videos, I suppose in the first video, I told you, whenever you want to make question or negative, you need auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb are to be, do, does, did, have, has, had, and modal verbs, okay? So here, in continuous form, always we have to be plus ing. Is it true? So, always you have to be. If you want to make questions really easy, just to be comes first in the sentence, and then you have question. You don't need to add anything. It's really easy. Look, she is watching TV. She's watching TV. Now, so if you want to make question, you need auxiliary verb to be. I have it. So it comes first. Easy. Is she watching TV? Is she watching TV? Here I just add now. And is she watching TV now? Is she watching TV now? Yes, she is, or no, she isn't. This is how we make question. And if you want to make negative, we say no, she is not. She is not, or she isn't. She is not watching TV now. She's listening to music, she's sleeping, she's taking a shower, she's having breakfast, whatever, okay? So this is how we make question and negative, as you see. So now there are some more points about continuous form. I want to tell you one by one, okay? Let's say continuous means continuous. I started something. I started doing something, and it is not finished It is not finished yet. I started something and it is not finished yet. So around now, at this moment, so you can use it. You can use continuous form. For example, I ask a question. What does Sarah do? What does Sarah do? Look, this question is present simple. Look. Present simple. So it means generally what does she do? What does she do? It's about her job, or even maybe how is she, like this. So she's a teacher, we can say. She is a teacher. It's a general question. But look at this example. It's really important. Look, I just call you as a friend. I say that, what are you doing, man? What are you doing these days? What are you doing these? What are you doing these days? Look. If you want to answer, you can say that I am reading a very nice book. I am reading a very nice book. Look, I used continuous form here because it's not general. This is the difference between present simple and present continuous. Of course, in the next videos, I'll completely explain everything, okay? But here, just as an example. So, present simple is general question. General. I'm sorry. No. Why it happened? General, as you see. So, but here, continuous form is not general, it's specific, it's about now. Okay? So, look, I am reading a very nice book. So here, I'm talking to you, maybe we're talking on the phone. I'm not actually reading a book. But because around now, look at this graph. This is, now we're talking, okay, now. So here I started, and maybe in the future, 1 day later, 2 days later, I'm gonna finish the book, okay? So around now, I am reading a very nice book. So here you can use present continuous again. Of course, you have to use present continuous again, not simple form. Because the action, the activity is happening around now. Even if you are not doing that activity at that moment, okay? Even if at that moment you are not doing it, so again you have to use present continuous. Look at the next page here. I am reading a very nice book. I read a very nice book. You see? Here, this one is, as you see, okay? Present simple. This one is present simple. And this one is not true. Incorrect. Incorrect. It is not true. You cannot use present simple here. You have to use this. This one is true. Even if you're not doing that activity at the moment. But because it is happening around now, you should use present continuous. This is the first one, okay? Look at the next one. I'm going to tell you something else. Okay. In the next one, we can use present continuous. You can use present continuous. You can use present continuous with, for example, today, or this week, or this year, or etc. Okay? blah blah blah. We can use them. Like what? Look. You are working hard today. You're working hard today. Here you cannot say you work hard. It's not true. Look. This one, present continuous, is true. Okay? But if I say you work hard today, it's not true. This one is not true. You cannot say this one is true. Okay, be careful. This one is true. Okay, like this week, like this year. Again, you have to use the same structure. Okay, so look at the next page here. So another one, we can use present continuous with some changes that are happening at the moment. We can use present continuous with changes happening at the moment or around now. Like what? We use getting, look. We use getting, becoming, getting, becoming, starting, beginning, beginning, and also changing, improving, increasing, rising, and falling, growing. Also, we use these verbs in ing form when a change is happening at the moment, around now. When the change is happening at the moment or around now. Look at here. For example, when you're studying English, let's make an example like this. For example, you're studying English for a long time. And then I see you speaking far better. I say that, wow, your English is getting better. Your English is getting better. Your English is getting better. Yes? And or you can say that I'm starting, or let's make an example with starting. Okay, another one. Starting. I didn't like learning English at first. But I am starting. I'm starting to enjoy. I'm starting to enjoy it now. You see? Two examples I made. So here we have I'm starting, as you see, and here getting. So look, changes happening around now. So changes happening around now we have to use ing form with these verbs, as I said, getting, starting, as you see here, becoming, beginning, changing, improving, increasing, rising, falling, growing, with many more examples. Okay, so now present continuous is over. In the next videos, I'm gonna teach you more about continuous form, present continuous and present simple, and also the differences, where we should use present continuous, where we should use present simple. Okay.